Welcome to Tales of the Lesser Medium, a podcast that pokes fun at video game narratives. I'm your narrator, Caleb J. Ross, and I'm joined by my co-host.
Hey, how's it going, man? Woo-wee! This era of gaming was great because it was before Dale Earnhardt died, but what's crazy is that the game takes place after Dale Earnhardt died. Pre-DE, post-DE, man. I'm David. I like rocket launchers.
And yes, that was my co-host, Travis Terry. As always, we'll be taking you through our favorite video game franchise narratives, interjecting with all sorts of hilarity along the way to make you laugh and to make us feel bad that T-Rexes can't masturbate. Hey, Travis.
Oh, man.
You never thought about that before?
I never thought about that before. I've never thought about any dinosaur masturbating, and now I feel like T-Rexes are actually the closest to being able to do it and still can't.
Oh, look at this fucking saint over here. Never once thought of a prehistoric animal sexually pleasuring itself. Oh, I'm Travis. Oh, I also give money to the needy. Today, we're diving into the second entry in the still redundantly named Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis 2 opens with the following recap.
1 year has passed since Regina's fight for survival against raging dinosaurs and the capture of the rogue scientist Dr. Kirk. Despite dangers, the government has recklessly resumed massive research on third energy. The heedless quest for immediate results and neglect of precautions has predictable consequences. Another quote-unquote accident looms. Suddenly, a military base, a research institute, and an entire town mysteriously vanish. Now, a special mission to rescue survivors, uncover the mystery, and recover the missing research data begins. Armed with the latest in heavy artillery, a hand-picked team heads into the unknown, a dangerous jungle from another time. Only Regina has an inkling of the adrenaline-pumping prehistoric challenge the team will soon encounter. Pure terror.
Will you narrate my nature documentary that I've decided just now that I'm making?
Is it about dinosaurs masturbating?
If I say no, will you believe me?
I do give a lot of money to dinosaurs with extra long elbows.
Wait, the length of the elbow matters?
I think that gets it closer.
I guess you're not wrong. You could just stack a few elbows together and it does get it closer. All right, cool. It's been a year, and of course, no one learned anything from last time. Third energy research continued, and predictably, another time bridge opened, unleashing dinosaurs into our world once again. And still, we didn't get dinosaurs from the universes where all dinosaurs are toothless and sustain themselves solely on human jizz. Nope. Oh, these dinos are very much not blowjob friendly, giving, and we also assume receiving.
And that is the real tragedy in today's tale.
Especially the T-Rex. As we mentioned earlier, it can't even masturbate. It has absolutely no right in refusing a free BJ.
No right. At all.
It should be arrested for making that choice. Good luck putting handcuffs on those things. A government agency somewhere in the Midwest picked up where Dr. Kirk left off. In their rush for results, they ignored all safety protocols. And the outcome? Well, a military base, a research facility, and most shockingly, an entire town vanished without a trace.
Ooh.
What's left in their place? A jungle. Which is, in a way, kind of nice, considering how badly deforestation's been going. Maybe magically appearing jungles are the answer to the climate crisis. But yes, you heard that right. There's now a full-blown tropical jungle in the middle of America, like where Kansas is supposed to be, where I, Caleb, actually live, and I'd for one welcome it. Kansas needs more trees. As long as this dino jungle isn't also on an island for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So the team arrived by boat. Okay, this is all very confusing. But honestly, I'm still in favor of a jungle Kansas. I've always wanted to see a cow fight a monkey.
You've always wanted to see that?
Yeah, Saint Terry. I've always wanted to see that ever since the first time I saw a cow fight a sloth. I thought, what if a sloth was like a faster, tiny, furry animal, right?
I need to go to a Kansas circus. This is crazy.
That's really the only thing there. It's cool in concept, and then you get there, you're like, this is it. They blew their load on one sloth. Yep. That's right. Enter Regina, returning from the first game, and her new partner, Dylan Morton. Together, they are here to solve this Dino Crisis.
Yeah!
We had 2 crescendos there. That was cool.
This is so good.
The opening cinematic kicks off with Dylan narrating like he's in a gritty war movie. The date, May 10th, 2010. The future. He steps through a time portal into what might be another era or another reality entirely. His mission? Rescue 1,300 missing people and collect data on the elusive Third Energy Project.
Man, one man sent to rescue 1,300 missing people. Very cool. And while this is going on in Dino Crisis 2010, on the actual May 10, 2010, the BP Deepwater Horizon oil spill continued to release an estimated 210,000 gallons of oil daily, giving a little more reason to maybe leap over to the third energy way of thinking. Do it for the ducks.
I just imagine Dylan like, okay, hold hands, guys. Hey, can you pass that down to the next guy down? Just hold hands. Come on. No, this is the way, but just hold all hands. If we lose someone, it's going to be really bad. So just...
Yeah, we're all hungry. Let's go.
Great. And that BP spill that you mentioned, you know what that was caused by? They found out what it was caused by. Do you remember?
What was it caused by?
It was caused by second energy. Yeah.
Oh,
which listeners may remember is a fancy way of saying a bunch of scientists got pissed drunk and dared each other to fuck up the world.
Yeah. It was almost the Cold War. And then, that's what almost happened there. And we got edged on second energy a little bit there.
Better than being edged on the Cold War, I think. That's a porn I don't want to watch. When our protagonists arrive at what somehow looks like a tropical island jungle, the soldiers set up camp. There's a slow, dramatic pan over a rack of machine guns. Just in case you were wondering if this game has guns.
Spoiler, it does. And also, spoiler, we're going to need them. Spoiler soon.
Sure enough, things go south fast. We heard radio chatter as squad leaders fumble with maps, looking like they've been... Sorry, I got distracted because I kept I was trying to interject a make 'em up right there about how things went south faster than Santa getting a booty call. But then I'm like, does he live at the South Pole or does he live at the North Pole? And I couldn't really remember.
Pole. No, you were right. That was a good joke.
Ah, shit. Okay, well, it would have been.
No, start over. Put that in.
Okay. But why would he be going to the South Pole?
Well, he's just, anytime he's at the North Pole, any booty call is south. So it's going to make sense no matter what.
But he's already there, though. I'm thinking like he's in the middle of his giving presents to kids.
Oh, he's already. I thought like it was like June.
But if he's already... we're putting too much thought into this, all right? I apologize. Movie clap sound. Okay, take 2. Sure enough, things go south fast. We hear radio chatter as squad leaders fumble with maps, looking like they're trapped in an IKEA with the runs.
Oh, no.
Communications, totally down. Down to clown, I think, is what they pooped to. No signal to HQ. Then, bam! A velociraptor bursts from the jungle's edge and shreds an unsuspecting soldier. His screams kick off full-blown chaos as a pack of raptors stampedes out of the trees. The squad opens fire, but it's no use. They're torn apart like half-price appetizers.
Ooh, top 3 appetizer choices. Go.
Oh, I'm gonna say the Bloomin' Funyun.
Oh, that's good. Jalapeno knockers.
I'm gonna say a whole pizza, but it's listed as an appetizer though, so it doesn't really count as a meal. It's just a whole pizza.
Oh, very cool. Spinach and artichoke me daddy dip.
Oh, and I just remembered the Bloomin' Funyun. It's just a bag of Funyuns.
Oh,
yeah.
What's so bloomin' about them?
They're filled with nitrogen.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I guess
that kind of makes some sense.
Anyway, what? Something about choking you harder, Daddy Dip?
Yeah. I think we have one more each.
Okay, go.
Oh, it's me all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Just a regular, just a small garden salad.
That's an appetizer? That's weird. You share leaves? Like everyone takes a leaf and
everyone gets a leaf.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I think I would go for a medium garden salad because I'm feeling a little dainty, a little
if I got a medium garden salad for the table, would everybody put a fork in it?
But God help if your ranch touches my ranch. Okay.
Oh, gross! Everybody gets their own different dressings. It's just a glop of various dressings smushed together.
A dressing glop. My favorite kind.
Oh, yeah.
All right. By the end of the ambush, only Regina and Dylan are left, standing, guns blazing, back to back. But then something weird happens. The raptors suddenly stop.
Oh, thank God. They must have realized their honest mistake. Clearly, we come in peace. These are our peace guns.
The raptors just turn and they just walk away. Did they get bored? Did Dylan's dino repellent boot spray actually work? Our heroes are confused for like 3 seconds until they hear it, the unmistakable thump, thump, thump of something much, much worse.
Oh no, not again!
Yep, it's your parents having sex. Woohoo!
Oh no, not again!
Oh God, just kidding. It's not quite that bad, but it's pretty close.
Good, because they're dead.
It's this episode's sponsor, Dylan's Dino Repellent Boot Spray. And the sponsor has specifically asked me to read the ad, quote, in the same absurdly obnoxious way you've read other ads, despite evidence suggesting that your ad reads have actually decreased sales of the advertised products. And then in parentheses, we're not good with money. On parentheses. Okay.
They
right.
seem nice. They did seem nice.
They did seem nice. Here it goes. How many times has this happened to you? You're out on a hike with your friends and suddenly you're attacked by a dinosaur. Dozens of times, right? Maybe even 25 times. But just before the prehistoric beast bites off your arm, you think, ugh, there's gotta be a better way to lure my family into the woods to murder them and bury them in a shallow grave. Well, there is. Introducing Dylan's Dino Repellent Boot Spray. Just spray it on your boots to keep dinosaurs away from your boots. Do not get this shit on your skin. Seriously, it will burn you. It will feel like fire. You'll be so distracted that your drugged up family will suddenly sober up and realize what you're trying to do to them, and they will escape, okay? And now you've got so many more problems on your hands because even the dinosaur isn't being repelled. The boot spray only works if it's on boots. It's a chemical reaction thing, and probably what will happen is your family will team up with a dinosaur, and they will mock you and laugh at you for being an absolute wiener about everything. You'll try to tell them that the dino spray is burning and it hurts and that they'd be crying and diarrheaing in their pants too if they sprayed their skin, but of course they don't believe you because why would they? You were about to murder them. Next time, just use Dylan's Dino Repellent Boot Spray on your boots, the way God and Michael Williams Tooth intended. Michael Williams Tooth is the guy who invented Dylan's Dino Repellent Boot Spray. You probably thought it was Dylan. Nope, it was Michael Williams Tooth, a different guy. And thus concludes the ad.
Man, that is... And I want to thank Williams Tooth for reaching out and helping us keep the show on two feeble, wobbly dinosaur legs.
It's weird that the original ad, it didn't have a call to action at the end, which is pretty atypical for an ad. And I mentioned it to Mr. Williams Tooth, and he said, nope, no CTA. I was like, all right, I don't understand how you know how ads work. So this is probably the final time you will hear about Dylan's Dino Repellent Boot Spray. I would imagine.
I was impressed that they were willing to give us money, even though we only release like 3 episodes a year. But Williams Tooth's a huge fan, so shout out to big old Billy Tooth out there. Thank you, Mike.
Well, to be fair, we lied big time about our analytics. Probably illegal, but we did it.
There's not even 19 billion people on the planet. I don't know how he bought that. That's our listenership.
Yeah. And I think we even led that number with, I don't know, let's say 19 billion. And he was like, I didn't know all of those other words were actually numbers. I was like, yeah, that was part of the number.
It was part of the number, yeah.
Oh, man. He's also deaf. He won't hear this, but what a dumb guy.
Thank God.
All right, back to the story. It turns out the raptors lost interest because Big Daddy's back. A T-Rex storms onto the scene, bulldozing trees like they're toothpicks. Dylan and Regina bolt for safety, but let's be real. It's a T-Rex. Those things are fast. Their biggest muscles are their legs, and they have very little top weight. They're pretty quick. Dylan and Regina trip, eat dirt, struggle to their feet, run again, and just as Mr. Rex winds up for the chomp, boom! A rocket slams right into his big, dumb lizard eye.
Oh my god, he committed suicide.
Suicide via rocket gun. That's a weird way to go, man. Who's the miss? You have to shoot it up in the air and hope that it just comes back down to where...
Trying to get under it with his mouth open.
You're just surrounded by a circle of craters, like all these just dead people. But the good news is that every time you miss and you end up blowing up a neighborhood instead, it's one more reason to feel bad about your life and be like, okay,
right.
Well, suicide's definitely the right way. I'm a bad guy. I need to get out of this world, you know?
Yeah.
So who's the mystery savior? It's David Fork. Yes, his name is Fork. Dylan's teammate and the most heroic redneck since Dale Earnhardt. He's wearing camo suspenders over a camo t-shirt, sporting long hair, atypical of an enlisted military soldier, and wearing a big, stupid cowboy hat. The T-Rex, now half-blinded and fully pissed, roars in confusion, which I think sounds like giving the heroes the old Tim Allen just enough time to get the hell out of there.
Hey, Al! Look up here! It's me, David! Y'all owe me a cold one. Old Daytona Dave strikes again. Eat my ass, you Jurassic prick!
Dave, you've never been to Daytona, you lying sumbitch.
I plan to.
That's my favorite kind of make-em-up that you do, Travis. When you don't even fight it, you just lean into it, and I can't even like someone who's so, like David is so committed to having a nickname that he's like pre-planned his nickname, which I appreciate so much.
It rolls off the tongue. I'm destined to go to, I could go to Destin Beach, but I'm going to Daytona.
Something about 3 syllables followed by 2 just sounds better on the mouthfeel is the word that I hear a lot. But beyond all of that, there's actually a bigger question here at play. This guy had a rocket launcher, which we've established, and he still only half blinded the T-Rex.
Yeah.
I don't think this guy's a savior. I think he's kind of a fuck up.
Well, that's just like people said in high school. They said, old Daytona Dave will never amount to much.
You gave yourself that nickname even in high school?
Somebody had to do it.
And no one else was at all interested, huh?
They kept calling me old Dave Spoon. I was like, it's Fork. It's Fork. I come from a long line of forks. I just thought Daytona Dave was better.
All right. Numerous troops, including Regina and Dylan, sprint through the jungle until they reach the edge of a cliff. With nowhere else to go, they jump. All right. It's a wild tumble down the slope. Mud, leaves, near-death acrobatics. The T-Rex watches from above, probably does this a few times. Whew! Wow. Then decides lunch isn't worth it and stomps off like a hangry toddler.
No.
Cut to Dylan and Regina minutes later, waking up in a small fenced-off area. Dylan, kneeling over the very dead body of one of his comrades, looks up and says, totally deadpan, "Pretty sure my team's all right. Yeah. There's more than 1,000 survivors. Let's get moving."
Sir, we literally just watched your squad get turned into Jurassic tapas. I do not think your team is, quote-unquote, all right.
I agree with you. My team is definitely fine. Look, thanks for the support, you depressive piece of shit. Look, I know how bodies work, okay? I just saw my team flop through the air like a plate full of all belly-fat starfish shot-putted by an elbowless midget, man. I know they aren't dead. How the hell would I not know they are dead, and why do I suddenly have this accent? Regina also shrugs it off like it's just another Tuesday, and they press on. A nearby gate of the fence is blocked by thick jungle vines, so Dylan whips out a machete and starts hacking. It's at this point they finally introduce themselves. Yes, they're only just now exchanging names despite being on a highly risky mission to evacuate survivors from a dinosaur nest. How they got this deep into the mission without knowing each other's names? Unclear. But here's the deal. Here's the Dylan. But here's the deal. Dylan and our redneck rocket launching legend Dave are from TRAT, T-R-A-T, the Tactical Reconnoitering and Acquisitions Team. That's not the one I should have gotten wrong. The Tactical Reconnoitering and Acquisitions Team. Regina is from SORT, S-O-R-T, the Secret Operation Raid Team. Apparently nobody thought a quick icebreaker was necessary before jumping into Jurassic Hell.
My name's David. I like long walks in the mud, eating crocodile tongue if it's cooked right. I like both kinds of drag racing. I like racing the cars, and I'll foot race a man dressed as a lady. I ain't scared of him. And I guess that's all there is to me. What about y'all?
Same. Holy crap. Nice.
We should be friends.
Yeah, let's do it. If we survive this goddamn thing. Which, I mean, there's 1,300 survivors already that we are aware of, so probably. What's 2 more?
What are you doing Saturday? That's my bris.
I'm looking for a guy who knows how to handle a knife. I also realized that just said there's 2 of us, which means Regina's back there like, what the fuck, guys? Can't I join? Sorry, Regina, you're a girl. Ew. All right.
That dinosaur looks like a lady woman.
Oh, good for that T-Rex. Its arms are normal length. All right. Good for you, T-Rex. High five. Hey, you can do it. Too bad David isn't here at the moment to introduce himself. For now, it's just Regina and Dylan. Oh, yeah, David's not here. Oh, well, I think our makeup-ups are still funny. Leave them in. Too bad David isn't here at the moment to introduce himself. For now, it's just Regina and Dylan. Regina, true to form, is unimpressed by Dylan and his machete. She quips, "That definitely suits a TRAT member." Whatever the fuck that means. Instead of hacking vines like a caveman, she opts for the other door, one that isn't blocked by vegetation, but does require a zap from her stun gun to open. She fries the lock, opens the door, and strolls through, leaving Mr. Machete behind, and just like that, our dynamic duo splits up. Split Up, the podcast on the Polykill Network.
Very smart.
Every week, I think, a weekish, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that, 4 weeks.
I think
5?
it's monthly at this point. Yeah,
every month,
so often. Every
so often. Tune in. First, we follow Dylan. Hey, Dylan, through his freshly sliced jungle hole, armed with a shotgun, a machete, and the frosted tips of a man who recently failed a boy band audition. Dylan treks through a jungle corridor, crawling with hungry, pissed-off velociraptors. He mows down dozens of them on his journey from point A to, well, I mean, what exactly is point B?
Yeah, so technically the mission is to find survivors and secure the data. But no one ever explained what that actually looks like. There was no whiteboard session, no mission briefing, just vague orders and a time portal, and then almost everyone died and we were chased into the woods by a T-Rex. So to regroup here, the game plan seems to be wander around, shoot anything scaly.
Got it.
Rescue anything bipedal that isn't a T-Rex and not scaly, and grab a flash drive or whatever counts as data, and then eventually figure out how to get the fuck out of here. Classic military precision.
Yeah. A classic WSRGF plan, motif. I like it. That was the acronym for all the things you just listed.
Oh, very good.
Which by memory is, I fucking don't know. All right, eventually, Dylan reaches the water tower area, an outpost with a few buildings, walkways, and a water tower, of course, and just enough overgrowth to make it look abandoned, until it's not. Out of the corner of his eye, Dylan spots what can only be described as a Power Ranger.
Ooh.
You weren't thinking that, were you, listener? And if you were, weird. A small figure in full-body spandex and an oversized helmet sprints past him. No name tag, no greeting, just zoom, up a ladder, and out of sight.
Like, they must be filming a music video for Devo over there. How neat.
Naturally, Dylan gives chase. Maybe he thinks it's one of the 1,300 survivors. Maybe he really does think it's a Power Ranger. Either way, he's in pursuit like a mindless putty. But the mysterious helmeted figure doesn't respond, just hides. Which fair. I mean, fair. If a bleach-tipped guy with a shotgun is running at me through a dinosaur war zone, I'd probably hide too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I think it's important that we talk about this jungle layout. This isn't your average open-world jungle. It's tight, winding, and absolutely infested with dinosaurs. Paths twist through dense vegetation, making every transition a risk. Some routes are lined with giant poisonous plants, like big, vibrant things that'll kill you dead if you don't set them ablaze with a flamethrower first. A flamethrower we don't yet have. And apparently the military plans to remove these deadly plants for obvious safety reasons, but surprise, the military did finish the job. All the facilities are overgrown, tunnels are collapsed, and there's no clean workaround. You either push forward or you die trying.
Terrible ideas both. Eventually, Dylan arrives at the entrance to the military training facility. He spots a few raptors lurking nearby, does not rescue them, okay? According to the don't rescue things that are scaly rule that we established earlier. And he quickly turns them instead into dino mulch. Everything seems under control until... Yeah.
Oh, the T-Rex is back?
Yep. And not only the T-Rex, but that T-Rex.
Oh, no, not again!
Yeah, the same one who got a rocket to the eye earlier. Still alive, still hungry. Apparently rocket launchers aren't what they used to be. Or this T-Rex is made of industrial-grade hate and titanium, because after taking a rocket off the dome, it's only missing a friggin' eye.
Yar, I'm a pirate T-Rex, look at me, yar. No man nor mammal escapes the jaws of old Captain Rex Beard. Blast these stubby fins, I can't reach me spyglass again, yar. I can't clap for the sea shanty, but I can stomp at the beat. This peg leg ain't for show. It's from the last fool who mocked me, roar. Arr, I've got the heart of a buccaneer and the stomach of the whole crew. Roar.
My favorite part about that, except the obvious that he uses his peg leg to dance, essentially, is that this T-Rex understood the power of repetition or of a serial, because he could have just said mammals, and that would include humans. But he's like, no one's escaping my jaws, whether it's man or mammals. I like you, T-Rex. I like you.
Covering all me bases, are.
Dylan makes a snap decision. If a rocket didn't kill it, shotgun shells and a machete probably won't either. So he runs. While dodging the T-Rex, he suddenly comes face to face with two more of those helmeted weirdos. Hey, Daft Punk, is that you? They stand there, guns raised at him. Dylan hesitates. They don't. They open fire.
Wait, that's not fair. I thought we were all supposed to hesitate first.
Now, technically, they could claim they were aiming at the T-Rex, but from where I'm sitting, in front of a flat TV screen, it looked like an honest-to-God attempt to murder Dylan. So he has a right to be upset about this. Either way, he's had enough near-death experiences for one cutscene. He spots a nearby door, prays it's not locked, and bolts to it. And he's lucky it's unlocked.
Whew.
Dylan finds himself inside the training facility, and eventually he stumbles into a doctor's office where he finds a stack of documents helpfully labeled Doctor's Papers. Intriguingly, the papers discuss time travel.
Man, I would be so disappointed if I looked at my medical records and it was just doctors talking about time travel. I'm like, this is my life.
At the end, it's just like one sentence is like, oh yeah, I think he's got cancer.
Well, in these stack of papers, one diary entry dated January 14th marks the 10th anniversary of the third energy accident, the event that hurled the team 65 million years into the past. The writer reflects on a decade of hopelessness and survival. Medical supplies ran out within the first year. They were forced to rely on unidentified wild plants to treat injuries. With no rescue arriving, the author concludes that the time displacement caused by the quote-unquote overdrive of the third energy is irreversible with their current technology. Even a 10 or 20-year miscalculation becomes catastrophic when the margin of error spans literal eras. The entry ends grimly. We should have never played with something as dangerous as time.
Back to just fire.
Yeah.
Later, Dylan fumbles with keys and security panels and ends up triggering an alarm, locking himself inside a room like a giant doofus. He radios out for help, calling for David or Regina, whoever's listening. Regina picks up, teasing him. Did you and your precious machete get stuck somewhere? Eventually, she agrees to come bail him out, and the story shifts to her perspective.
Yeah, it's probably better that she bails him out than David. David's like, all right, Dylan, you want to stand back, buddy? I got the rocket launcher ready to unlock this door. Hey, can you hear me in there? David, you're going to want to stand back, like all the way back, okay? All right, I'll accept your silence as consent. I'm firing my rocket launcher in 3, 2...
And he still misses. We've established he's not good at aim.
All right, Dylan, I gotta go one more time with it.
I accidentally shot the very back of the room, which I understand is the place I told you to go. I hope you didn't hear me and you instead stayed close to the door.
I had it aimed the wrong way. I accidentally unlocked the door behind me. I'm gonna flip it around.
Hey, they were keeping dinosaurs back there. That's bad news. On her way to rescue him, Regina crosses a rickety rope bridge stretched over a jungle ravine. Just as she's midway across, a T-Rex stomps underneath, shaking the bridge with each step. She inches forward, staying quiet, only to be immediately ambushed by, you guessed it, more raptors. You nailed it. They popped out of the foliage like terrifying whack-a-moles, but Regina handles them with her usual calm, lethal efficiency.
Those raptors never stood a chance. Not with Regina.
Continuing on her way to Dylan, taking a path that he couldn't take because of the whole machete versus stun gun door opening debacle, she comes to a grimy concrete wall with a ladder built onto the side of it. As she climbs it, just as she's about to peek over the top, a military jeep crashes down from above, nearly decapitating her before smashing into the jungle below. Was someone driving that, or is it suddenly raining jeeps?
Yeah, I mean, probably one of the raptors was driving it. Those bastards seem to be everywhere.
Nope, it wasn't that. The jeep was empty. But an Allosaurus follows right behind it. It had shoved the vehicle over the ledge and now it has its eyes set on Regina for lunch.
Yeah, and for those of you curious, an Allosaurus is like a smaller but more agile T-Rex. A real bad Larry, some might say.
Regina scrambles to higher ground and opens fire, but the Allosaurus easily leaps up after her with more hops than the IPA your brother-in-law tried to brew from the DIY beer-making kit he got for Father's Day 2 summers ago. You have to be smart about how much hops you add, Brandon, okay? You can't just eyeball it. Use a measuring cup, you prick. Anyway, Regina concedes and books it through the nearest door, landing herself in the military control center.
Jackpot.
Inside, she discovers some documents that explain the poisonous plants we mentioned earlier, and more importantly, how to get rid of them.
How to get rid of the documents?
No, the plants, obviously.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe the documents were covered in dinosaur pheromones or something, and they were attracting the dinosaurs or something.
I don't know why you would have thought that, Travis.
I'm not very smart. I'm very dumb.
Step 1, acquire a flamethrower. Step 2, barbecue time.
Nice.
Conveniently, she finds a flamethrower nearby.
Oh, the game actually has an economy where killing dinosaurs earns you credits that you use to purchase and upgrade your weapons at kiosks. But that's a weird thing to describe in a story, so for our purposes, she just found it.
Rather than go back out front, where that Allosaurus awaits, Regina slips out through a back door, only to immediately get shot at by not 1, not 2, not 4, but 3 of those helmeted Power Ranger people. They open fire and then dart across a nearby bridge before Regina can react.
Those little scamps are starting to really get on my nerves.
She manages to dodge the ambush and chase after them. One of the 3 isn't so lucky, as one of the rotting wooden planks gives way and the figure falls, barely clinging to the edge. Despite just being shot at by them, Regina rushes over to help. She pulls the person up and props them against a wall. they don't seem grateful. In fact, they panic, flailing and trying to escape as Regina tries to remove their helmet.
Yeah, and worth noting, for some reason, all of these mysterious figures do appear to be female.
Eventually, Regina manages to pop their helmet off, revealing a young-looking girl, maybe late teens, with short blonde hair and a disoriented look. Or at least as disoriented as you can look on a PS1. More a combination of disoriented and absolutely dead-eyed disinterest in anything. Regina, clearly not in the mood for nonsense, drags the girl to a nearby room and handcuffs her to a pipe. The girl clearly wants to flee, but Regina has other priorities. She leaves her captive behind and resumes her mission to rescue Dylan. This means, of course, that Regina brought handcuffs with her on a rescue mission. She must have thought those survivors were up to no good, I guess.
Yeah, and to bring 1,300 pair, just insane.
If you guys aren't going to hold hands willingly, all right, I'm going to use the handcuffs, all right?
Everybody cuff yourself to your neighbor, pass them down.
Now armed with a flamethrower. Hey, Chris. I saw you not latch that handcuff completely. Come on. All right. Thank you. Now, armed with a flamethrower, she finally has a way through these poisonous plants, separating her from Dylan. All that stands in her way now is that Allosaurus, which she torches with surprisingly little effort. Apparently, Allosauri are extremely flammable.
Like, suspiciously so.
Isn't oil made from dinosaurs or something? I guess it kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, that tracks, I think, yeah.
Regina tromps through the marsh, flamethrower in hand, lighting up every poisonous flower in her path without so much as inhaling a single toxic spore. The scorched trail leads her toward the water tower, close to where Dylan first spotted his mysterious Power Ranger, meaning he can't be far. Unfortunately, that also means the other spandex-clad weirdos are nearby, too.
Yeah. You ever go to a Comic-Con? No shortage of spandex-clad weirdos there.
Sure enough, two of them appear and open fire, this time launching disc-like projectiles from their weapons. Regina whips... They're just playing Ultimate Frisbee. And Regina's like, oh my God, no! They've got to be bad!
Oh, they must be college boys!
Ugh, gross! Regina whips around a blind corner just in time, narrowly dodging a shot aimed straight for her head. Well, she thought it was straight for her head. It was really aimed for Braden right behind her, but she got in the way. Another comes flying in, and she deflects it midair with her electric baton like a Jedi, to which Aiden responds, dude, come on now. Dude. Jesus, dude.
You know, I think dinosaurs, there's already dinosaurs in the Star Wars universe, so this technically could happen. This could be canon.
Oh my God, you're right. I think it can be canon. Speaking of canon, hey, Aiden, check out this throw.
I love Aiden and Braden.
Yeah,
unrelated, but
there's also Caden, but he injured his ankle going on a I don't know, on like a damn it, I don't know, some kind of walk that nerds go on. Is there a nerd walk I can think of? Like a Vision Quest? Is that a thing?
Somewhere with lots of trees so they can stay shading.
Hey, there's Aiden, Braden, Caden. What are they doing, Shaden? I know that was your joke. I just wanted to say all those words together really quickly.
No, that was good.
All right. The Power Ranger attackers retreat, sprinting back into the jungle, and Regina gives chase, but they vanish as quickly as they appeared, leaving her once again with more questions than answers. She continues to the military training facility, where Dylan is trapped, fending off a few pterodactyls along the way. She locates the control room and manages to fix the locked door situation by solving a puzzle that gives her a key that works on the door that Dylan is impatiently waiting behind.
God damn, I love a conveniently located key puzzle, dude.
Regina tells Dylan that she captured one of the girls. She's going to take her back to the cockpit cabin of their ship and meet him there. In the ship's cabin, the girl is behaving hysterically.
Wait, so is she behaving hysterically because she was kidnapped by Regina, you think? You think that's maybe why? She's a hostage? Is that why maybe?
Yeah. I'm going to go on a limb here and say she was probably just fine until Regina showed up.
Yeah.
Regina tries to calm her down, ask her about the other survivors, assures her that they're there to rescue her, but the girl doesn't speak and just tries to get away. Dylan then enters the room and tells Regina there's something she ought to see.
Hey, Regina, I know you're busy interrogating our scared child hostage, but you won't believe the mess in here. Come look.
The adjacent room on the ship has been trashed. All of their computers and equipment were destroyed. Dylan asserts that it wasn't dinosaurs who did this. It was done by people. Someone looking for them or trying to keep them from getting off the island. The worst part, the activator for the time gate is deactivated, which is the opposite of activated.
Oh, no.
Meaning they can't return to their own time. The engine is also damaged, meaning the ship won't even move. Dylan reckons it was the Power Rangers who did it.
Man, you know what? I still think it could have been the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Or malaria. I need more proof.
They now have a new mission. Find something from this time period that will help them get back to their own time period. They'll also need to locate the parts of the ship that have gone missing that makes the ship, do ship stuff, like move on water. Regina tells Dylan to handcuff the girl so she doesn't run, then mentions a nearby facility they haven't explored yet. Dylan complies, cuffing the girl to a pipe, much to her displeasure. We now jump back to Dylan's perspective as he ventures into the jungle, searching for parts, clues, survivors, anything useful, really.
I mean, find David. David could be useful. You can't tell me that guy doesn't know how to get a boat moving with just shit laying around in a jungle.
Soon, Dylan battles and kills an Allosaurus in a bog trench and miraculously finds a floating key card nearby. Lucky break. A T-Rex stomps in the distance, shaking the ground with each step, but thankfully keeps its distance. For now. After what feels like 200 velociraptors later, Dylan reaches a new facility. Inside, he finds a dead raptor on the floor being feasted upon by a swarm of tiny ones.
Aww.
Then, 3 larger dinosaurs leap from a balcony and start spitting acid. Dylan wisely bolts and runs through a nearby door to escape the venomous chaos.
Listen, don't go in there. There's been a dinosaur murder. It looks like the little ones are trying to figure it out. There's blood everywhere. Put up caution tape. Total mess in there.
But the little scavengers, compies, short for Compsognathus, aren't done. These little thieves notorious for stealing anything shiny. Just as Dylan tries to use his key card on another door, one drops from the ceiling, snatches it, and scurries off.
Bastard!
I blame the dude who made the key cards shiny. They didn't need to be shiny. They could have been
Right?
matte.
That's a great point. Yep.
Cue a Benny Hill style chase sequence through a. Give me some Benny Hill music if you don't mind when I get to that. Cue a Benny Hill style chase sequence through a giant lab as Dylan tries to trap the dino using vents, a cage, and a shiny spoon as bait. You know they're swearing, rage, sweat, more swearing, missed shots, and times when he's just sitting on the floor crying in frustration while the dinosaur taunts him by running in circles around him with the card in his mouth just out of reach. Eventually, he's able to trick the little bastards into a cage and retrieve the card. He also just leaves the dinosaur in the cage to starve off death instead of putting the little rat fuck out of his misery. But I kind of get it. With the keycard in hand, Dylan pushes deeper into the facility and ends up in what appears to be an abandoned dino breeding lab. Giant glass tanks now shattered and overgrown hint at failed experiments.
Or successful experiments of, can we create dinosaurs that can escape from their own breeding lab? Hypothesis, maybe.
No one survived to know. Here he finds a human corpse with a note attached. It refers to, quote, another dead youth, unquote, not from Edward City, reinforcing suspicions that these attackers came from another time. Over recent months, groups of aggressive teens around 17 or 18 years old have been appearing and attacking. Communication attempts have failed, and an autopsy on one of the bodies was planned, with the results meant for Colonel Mason at the 3rd Energy Facility. Whether the autopsy happened is unclear for now.
And from this note, we can glean that the girl we just tied to the pipes is likely one of these young aggressors that this facility was having issues with. And for a little extra evidence, the note also includes a picture of one of the Power Ranger folks to drive the point home that we are all referring to the exact same hostile Power Ranger folks.
What if we weren't, though?
I know, right?
I think
that's why the picture, they were like, just in case there's confusion that there might be other Power Ranger-like folk, Let's get a good picture in there. That way people understand what we're talking about. Maybe, you know what? It's 2010. Maybe Power Rangers out of vogue. No one knows what we're talking about, you know?
That's true. Do you think he explained what a Power Ranger was on the back of the photo?
Maybe. Yeah. Could have.
Probably.
Like, hey, these are spandex-clad wearing teens that fight dinosaurs. You know, it's kind of the same thing that we're dealing with.
Someone looked at the picture and said, are those them tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills? Oh, no. They're the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle power. Anyway, next to the body is a starter battery. Exactly what they need to repair their busted ship. Convenient. Dylan heads back and installs the battery, only to notice the handcuffs lying empty with no girl's wrists in them.
Oh, no.
And he swears he left her wrist right there. Regina enters, and they have a brief exchange.
She's gone.
Yeah, I can see that. You know what else is weird? I've checked the stats on all the residents and soldiers, but I couldn't find any profile fitting her description. It's like she doesn't exist.
Well, I was thinking, maybe she's not one of the survivors at all. What if those helmet people are from a completely different time than ours?
What?
Never mind. We found parts that might help fix the ship. But what matters now is we still haven't found any survivors or helpful data, so we must move on and search elsewhere.
With the ship now magically repaired, Dylan sets course for a new island labeled Third Energy Facility. Why they didn't start there when researching Third Energy is anyone's guess. I don't know, maybe time travel logistics are weird.
Yeah.
As the ship crosses the channel, something feels off. Alarms blare, waters churn. Suddenly, several long-necked dinosaur heads emerge. Plesiosaurs! Dylan mans the rear-mounted machine gun while Regina steers. A chaotic set piece follows. Dylan re-extincts about 40 plesiosaurs while dodging swooping pterodons. By the end of it, the lake is red with dino blood and full of delicious dino meat chunks.
Oh, yeah. That lake is now soup.
Once the ship is safely docked on the other side, Regina is the first to get off and explore their new destination. And then she gets off the ship, too. Dylan is likely still seated at the machine gun, reliving the glory of murdering so many large dinosaurs over and over in his mind.
I mean, it truly was awesome.
Don't feel bad for Regina, though. She gets in on the plesiosaur murdering action as well. As she walks along the floating docks, several pop their long necks out of the water to greet her, and she says hi, back by obliterating their skulls with assault rifle ammo.
They call them plesiosaurs, but Regina says, no thank you-asaurs.
Further along, she comes to a fallen soldier slumped along a wall with papers in hand. A diary of sorts. And as usual in video games, if people don't keep diaries on their person at all times, we'd never know exactly how they died, or really anything at all. We wouldn't know anything. Per the entry, the soldier laments surviving all this time, only to be killed by other humans. Specifically, the mysterious figures in full face helmets and rider suits.
Wait, how did he know he was going to be killed by other humans? Did he write that as a ghost?
Either way, it must have been the Power Rangers. The soldier escaped, but dropped the key to the facility, likely near the jungle spring. He had the incredible forethought to take a picture of the exact spring where he thought he might have lost the key, and he includes that photo in this diary to help us locate it. What a thoughtful fucking guy, you know?
You mean ghost? He's a ghost, I think.
He's a thoughtful ghost. Turns out, we already found that key card by accident. It's the lucky Bog card. Hell yeah. He also reports that a disc meant for Colonel Mason containing autopsy data was stolen by the helmeted attackers.
So we have our answer. That autopsy was conducted, but the results are now missing. So we may never know if these are the actual Power Rangers or not.
Damn it. And Dylan even brought his autograph book. Now, that was just wasted cargo. God,
my favorite was the pink one.
Gosh. Everyone's favorite was the pink one.
So hot.
So hot.
The red guy was hot, too.
Yeah. Further into the facility, Regina reaches a dead end where a loss of power has resulted in an elevator being unable to take her to where she needs to go. She finds a note nearby that tells her the only way to get it going is to overload each of the 3 terminals if their lights turn red. Thankfully, Regina has her power baton and beats the hell out of several terminals until all lights are green and power is restored. As a reward, she gets a diving suit. We're about to go underwater.
Oh, that's where all the dead dinosaurs are now, though.
Regina suits up. Regina, don't suit up. And descends into a murky underwater abyss. She's immediately hunted by 2 mosasaurs, crocodile-like creatures with flippers and serious speed. Using the diving suit's boost, she dodges them and soon finds an underwater grenade launcher with a stash of aqua grenades.
Hell yeah.
This makes easy chum out of the rest of the mosasaurs that try to attack her from behind every blind corner. She even uses the aqua grenades to explode a concrete column that reveals a door, allowing her to explore the depths even further.
And now, now's a great time to explore the depths, because I bet the survivors are all down here somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, she did only find 1 diving suit. Where are all the rest of the 1,299 diving suits? Probably worn by survivors. Well,
That's a great point.
worn by a vast majority of the survivors. One of them did not survive.
Yeah,
One dude was like, nah, I got lungs. Lara Croft is my hero. On the way, she finds a dead guy.
There he is.
also in a diving suit like she is, but, deader.
Ah.
Because, obviously, diving suits have external pockets. She's able to check his body and find the city key, which is sure to come in handy the next time we're in a city. She also finds a bunch of really old condoms. Dude, come on. Prioritize
They're all
your cargo.
waterlogged. I don't even know if you can use them anymore.
She then takes a lift up toward the 3rd energy reactor, which, unsurprisingly, is heavily guarded.
By dinosaurs, or like what's guarded?
No, definitely by dinosaurs. I mean, remember earlier, Dylan wiped out an entire school of plesiosaurs with a ship's machine gun.
Ah, right. Okay,
Yeah. Then Regina picked off even more as they peeked from the water while she crossed the dock catwalks. Now, the plesiosaurs strike back. Regina is deep in their domain. One giant plesiosaur fueled by giant vengeful lizard spite versus her and a belt full of aqua grenades. Let the underwater grudge match begin.
Ding, ding, ding.
Moving in the big diving suit is tough to do. All of Regina's movements and maneuvers feel sluggish. She has to dodge the swooping attacks from the fast-swimming dinosaur circling her from above, while she stays anchored in place and fires the grenades when it comes near. After a few close calls, she manages to get off enough shots to take the plesiosaur out. Now she just needs to find her way out of here and back to dry land. She walks out of a doorway that leads her straight to Dylan.
Welcome back. How's the water?
I don't recommend the diving in this resort.
Hey, this is David. Is anyone there?
This exchange is immediately followed by a call on the radio from David to Dylan. David Fork, the guy who saved us by shooting a rocket into the T-Rex's eye socket, is alive and well. David says,
Hey, man, how's it going? What's good, brother? David here. Yeah, damn lot of dinosaurs out today, huh? What y'all been into? Anyway, I found some survivors out in Edward City, and let me tell you, and it's something important. Give me a sec. I'm trying to swat a goddamn giant mosquito out here. You got to look out for malaria, boys and girls. Shit. Good Lord, it's as big as a hummingbird. It's a big mosquito. Anyway, come here, you bastard. That's it. I'm gonna get it with the rocket launcher.
"No,
Give me a
God,
second,
no,
y'all. One sec.
don't, David, no."
Nah, I think I missed. Anyway, as I was saying about the survivors down in Edward City, you're definitely gonna want to take this down. You got a pen? Listen carefully. You absolutely listen. You must.
But his comms cut out before more can be said. And I, just like you, dear listener, is super bummed that we can't hear David talk anymore.
Poor David.
Oh, man. Edward City isn't far from here. Regina and Dylan hop back in the ship and speed across the water. Once back on foot, they follow yellow symbols David spray painted on trees as markers. But wait, just when you think, oh wow, David is pretty smart for doing that, apparently he was also bad at it. Regina and Dylan have to split up to find the next marker because he didn't do it clearly enough.
Hey, man, listen, man. First of all, I was low on spray paint. I only had 1 can. And I was swatting at jungle gnats and all sorts of shit. I'm doing my dang best out here, y'all. Hey, did y'all know there's fucking dinosaurs all over? I'm sorry I didn't spray paint every fucking tree on the way over here. Jesus. Tap dancing Dale Earnhardt Christ.
Also, I'm sorry for using the little bit of comms recommunication ability that I was just granted to instead of finishing my important statement earlier, just complaining about how you guys hated my yellow spray paint job. You know what? But no, you know what? I'm not sorry. I stand by it. All right? I did my best. Goddamn it. Dylan ends up at a dead-end rock wall that looks suspiciously explodable. Dylan is a big Legend of Zelda fan, okay? It's clearly not the route David used, right? I mean, it's not like he can reseal an exploded wall. Come on. Dylan shrugs. He doesn't give a fuck. He just loves exploding walls that look explodable, and he blasts it open anyway.
Hey, man, you know how long it took me to blow up that wall and then carefully restack all the rock debris back into an obviously explodable but less stable wall? I was out there for hours doing that shit. I feel like you don't appreciate it one bit. Y'all are mean. Hello? Hello? God damn it.
Inside the exploded hole is a volcanic cave crawling with Inostravincia, is what I'm going to call it. Inostransevia. Come on, Inostransevia. Yeah. There we go. 4-legged beasts that look like a cross between a saber-toothed tiger and a bear-sized mutt. So in other words, a saber-toothed tiger. Dylan wipes them out and finds one of Dylan's marks on the cave wall. Huh? Maybe he was in here, but like how?
I done told you how. I restacked the rocks.
What part of don't you understand, Dylan? Eventually, Dylan exits through a man-made gate into the inner compound of Edward City.
Oh, well, now our city key will come in handy.
I bet that's where it goes. Too bad Dylan left Regina behind to hunt for spray-painted trees. Oh, wait. She shows up right as he exits the cave. Oh, that's perfect timing. But she immediately drops into the path of an Allosaurus. Dylan, now above her, spots a nearby control tower and yells for her to run while he covers her with a giant military cannon conveniently located up here.
Nice.
He blasts the dino's head clean off. Easily, actually. But then another shows up. And another. They've walked into an Allosaurus nest.
Hey, man, I was going to tell y'all earlier before I got cut off, look out for the Allosaurus nest, was what I was going to say a couple times ago.
Regina scurries quickly around to safety. She's armed with a mortar now. When did she get it? That doesn't matter. She found it.
Has anyone seen my mortar? I have misplaced it again. Gosh dang.
She fires it up, and the explosions rain down around her.
Oh, there it is.
It's probably the least safe way to use a mortar, but it's also the only way to kill dinosaurs with a mortar that are feet from chomping you in half at the waist. The two take turns running to safety and providing cover for the other as they snake around the city streets. Eventually, the wave of dinosaurs dies down, and the pair move forward, finding a fresh corpse face down with its throat torn out. Clearly a recent survivor. Emphasis on was.
You didn't say was.
Oh shit. Yes, he was a recent survivor.
Getting less recent by the second.
Scanning the area, they see more dead bodies scattered across the street, both human and dinosaur, all shredded. Just as they're trying to figure out what caused the carnage, smart money still in the dinosaurs, they look up to see a stampeding Triceratops charging straight at them through the center of Edward City.
God damn, those Triceratops always vying for the city life. Can't handle the country. Might as well call them Tri-City Tops, am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Regina spots a Jeep with a mounted machine gun, and they both make a dash for it. Miraculously, the keys are still in the ignition. They hop in, crank a sloppy 2-point turn, and bust through a gate just as the Triceratops comes crashing in.
I just like the idea of calling them cranking a sloppy. Let me crank a sloppy, we can get out of here.
I love the idea of the passengers having to sit there and wait. All right, dude, fine.
We'll crank a sloppy real quick.
Now the chase is on. Regina floors it down a winding dirt path while Dylan ricochets around the back trying to spray bullets as he cranks a sloppy. But then also
we found the title of the episode.
Also as he shoots a several-ton dinosaur that can move pretty much just as fast as the Jeep.
Now, where the hell did I park my getaway Jeep? And where are Dylan and Regina?
Oh, well, guess I'll crank a sloppy. Seems... Oh, and it's not just one Triceratops, okay? After Dylan blows the first one away, 2 more storm in like backup dancers, and then 2 more after that. Soon it's a whole stampede of angry prehistoric bulldozers chasing the Jeep, each one tanking multiple face shots like it's nothing. Suddenly, it's very clear how these things didn't survive extinction.
Pain good.
Once the herd is thoroughly re-extincted, Regina and Dylan share a little mutual admiration. Nice shooting. Yeah, great driving. Just before launching off a cliff and into a marsh. The Jeep... I was kidding about the driving part. The Jeep explodes on impact, obviously, but our heroes just get yeeted into the air and land on their feet like cats. Perfect timing, too, because they're instantly surrounded by velociraptors.
Hey, does this radio still work? Guys, be sure after you crash the Jeep, which you surely will, there will be velociraptors waiting on you at the bottom. Over. Hello? Hello? This goddamn thing still work? God damn it.
Just when it looks like our heroes are about to be raptor chow in the tall grass, the sound of helicopter blade... Oh, God. The sound of helicopter blades cuts through the air.
Yeah, that's no good. Nothing scarier on this podcast than that.
A military chopper swoops in, missile hatches open, and 2 rockets launch, obliterating a bunch of raptors, scaring off the rest, and somehow not vaporizing Regina and Dylan in the process. Bold move. Who's this hotshot pilot? Why, it's David Fork, of course.
Why won't y'all answer me on the goddamn radio?
Despite being in a helicopter and Dylan being in a literal war zone of smoke and fine mist of raptor viscera, the 2 somehow lock eyes across the chaos and share a nod. David tips his stupid-looking cowboy hat and pilots on toward Edward City.
Oh, look at them down there. They don't even have their radios on. Who have I been talking to this whole time?
From the sky, David surveys the streets of Edward City below, littered with military personnel under siege, and enough destruction to suggest these dinosaurs have been invading for a while. Meanwhile, Regina and Dylan sprint through the now empty field of high grass toward the smoke-choked skyline of Edward City. Next, we cut to Dylan, David, and Regina having a chat around David's now mangled and crashed helicopter somewhere in the middle of the city.
The fate of a Tails chopper comes for us all.
Surrounded by human corpses, David grimly confirms there are no survivors left.
Hey, I got this. Hold up. Oh, y'all dead? Okay, yeah, no survivors are left, y'all.
Someone round up our handcuffs. They got to him. Dylan blames himself, feeling like they failed, but Regina reminds them that they still need to recover the third energy research data. David questions the point, since the Time Gates activator was destroyed.
What's the goddamn point? The Time Gates activator was burnt.
Regina argues that the data could still help them build a new gate and return home, huh? And Dylan agrees, though reluctantly, and they decide to split up and search the city. David walks off in silence.
I'm unhappy and I don't feel good. And I'm fucking walking off in silence right now.
And Regina nudges him to keep moving. Dylan remains skeptical.
And I feel like we're all forgetting the Power Rangers. Did we forget the Power Rangers?
I think so. After the split, okay, maybe I'll come back. After the split, we take control of Dylan, who stumbles into an abandoned shop called Robson's Store. The sign still hanging proudly over the door, while the rest of it is in shambles. Inside, the shop owner left a cheery little apocalypse note near the register, full of regret about trying to defend human territory. The plan to clear the city of dinosaurs? It was a total failure. Humanity? Basically extinct. And the cause? Good old third energy meddling. And as a final act of genius, the military plans to launch a third energy missile into the jungle using a data disk. When all else fails, blow up the jungle, I guess. It's scheduled to hit at noon tomorrow. Of course, the note isn't dated, so tomorrow, like today, last week, I don't know.
Yeah, did it already happen? I mean, I don't know. Fucking who knows?
Like, every day, like, David looks at his calendar and he's like, well, according to calendar, it's not tomorrow yet, so we're good. Dylan makes his way to the military city's living quarters, only to find that our old pal, the one-eyed T-Rex, is squatting there rent-free. But Dylan's got a trick up his sleeve, a conveniently abandoned, and a rolled pack of Marlboros on the other sleeve. A conveniently abandoned battle tank sitting in the middle of the street. Keys in the ignition, full tank of gas. What luck!
Hell yeah.
Dylan hops in and takes a leisurely drive while the T-Rex charges after him, somehow chewing on the tank and still keeping all his teeth. In return, Dylan unloads tank rounds into its face, which the T-Rex shrugs off with his several thick layers of plot armor. Dylan makes a break for it under a closing steel door, but the tank doesn't quite fit. Crunch! Roof smashed, engine dead, and Dylan is now sitting in a tin can with a ferocious dinosaur 2 feet away.
I think I'd just live in that tank now. This is my tank home. This is where I live. You can send your mail to 101 Tank Drive.
Edward City. We already know that part. That's the one thing we do know. Edward City.
71731.
The tank bathroom is, well, I can't move, so the tank bathroom is here, and it's now been used. All right. No worries, actually. Dylan just casually hops out of the crushed tank. Yeah, and squeezes under the... He still uses it as his bathroom first, though. I mean, why not? Dylan casually hops out of that crushed tank and squeezes under the steel door, escaping one giant reptile, only to walk straight into another threat, a pissed-off Power Ranger. Yeah. One of the helmeted, spandex-clad goons jumps out and pulls a gun on him. Not ideal, but just as things are about to go from bad to murder, a woman's voice yells, "Hi-ya!" and kicks the weapon clean out of the attacker's hands.
Regina!
Nope. It's the same Power Ranger girl we previously handcuffed to a pipe.
Oh.
Turns out she's not holding a grudge or handcuffs anymore. She saves Dylan.
Oh, weird. What a twist.
The other helmeted goon isn't so forgiving, lunging at Dylan, who Matrix dodges just in time to send her flying off the edge of a building. She either died or landed pelvis first into retirement. Dylan, understandably, is left wondering, why is our former hostage suddenly against her own team? That's suspicious.
It's baffling, right? Because none of my former hostages even send me Christmas cards.
That's just rude.
Right?
They're former hostages. You let them go.
I mean, exactly.
God. We won't find out why the hostage turned just yet, because our helper has disappeared. Dylan makes his way down to the Power Ranger that went over the edge and checks her body. Here he finds a gas mask and something else very interesting, and Regina shows up just in time for him to tell her and us all about it.
What happened?
My sister's necklace. This necklace belonged to my sister who passed away.
What?
This can't be possible. It looks so much like the one my sister used to wear.
What do you mean?
Well, I was a very different person before I joined the army. Just a worthless street thug. At the time, I was in a gang, and one day our rivals forced their way into my house. I wasn't home, but my mom and sister were. And they were... well, they're gone. And after that, I joined the army and have spent every day trying to make up for the past.
Come on, let's go back to the patrol ship. We have no business here now.
I found a gas mask over there. We could use it to get into the deadly poison zone in the jungle. Let's go.
So in summary, Dylan reveals the necklace belonged to his sister, who died along with their mother when a rival gang attacked their home while he was out being a blonde, spike-tipped street thug. I imagine it was just like they had like boy band, like street beef, you know? They're just out there doo-wopping against each other. That was a rival. Anyway, he joined the army after that to atone for his past. That somehow atones for your past. If you join the army, that atones for your past. And Regina, she's sensing that emotional overload is like, ooh, gross. Don't cry or anything. Let's just get out of here. God.
Doo-wopping, if doo-wop wasn't a musical genre, it does sound like a way that you would fight. So actually,
I do jai-alai, I do kickboxing, I do Brazilian jiu-jitsu, I doo-wop.
Oh shit, he's a doo-wopper. Oh god.
Yeah. Yep.
You take that class 3 times a week down at the Y? Is doo-wopping class?
That's right. Yeah, I do the Ecuadorian. I do Ecuadorian doo-wop.
Oh wow, that's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That'll save you in a pinch, man. You know what? A lot of people are saying, no, it's got to be jiu-jitsu or nothing. I'm of the opinion that sometimes a good doo-wop can really get you out of a crunch, you know. So good for you. I hope, hey, you know what? Bless you, and I hope you never have to use your doo-wopping skills. Okay, you stay on the straight and narrow there, sir.
I doo-wop a motherfucker right now if he's in front of me.
Don't come on now. You got to be respectful to the doo-wopping culture. Okay, it's not about fighting. It's about avoiding a fight. Okay, it's about avoiding a wop. With the doo-wop. God damn it. I'm not trying to attack you here. Whoa. This is me dodging. To avoid adding too many details and confusion, we didn't mention it earlier, but back in the jungle where we started, you know, where Regina went full weed whacker with a flamethrower, there was a side path blocked off by a thick cloud of poison gas. Way too toxic to walk through at the time. But now that Dylan found the gas mask, they've got options. So they hop back on the ship, cruise across the now plesiosaurus-free waters, and head straight for that poisonous swamp. Because, hey, maybe, just maybe, that all-important data disk is hanging out on the other side, waiting to be found in a totally not lethal part of the jungle.
Yeah, nothing surprises me anymore.
We now follow Regina, who straps on the gas mask, to her face specifically, perverts, I know what you were thinking, and bravely heads down.
Wait, what were the perverts thinking?
Okay, here comes Saint Terry again. Never once looked up vagina gas mask porn.
Oh, okay.
Never.
I see.
Really,
Okay.
never? Okay.
No,
okay.
I have. No, I just, yeah, okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah, all right. I thought
No,
so.
I'm with you now.
I thought so. I got some bookmarks to share with you later, though, now that we're out in the open about our shared passion. Okay. No dinosaurs here, though. They're just giant spores puffing toxic gas and pink haze, thick enough to chew. Eventually, she reaches a massive concrete building, ominously labeled the Waste Disposal Chamber. Where else would you store your top-secret, world-altering third energy data disk than in the same place you chunk your radioactive leftovers? I don't know, it makes perfect sense to me.
I mean, that's why I hide all of my gas mask on the vagina porn in my recycling bin. and not the one on my computer.
That's what I call my kitchen trash can, too. It's the Waste Disposal Chamber.
Yeah. I'm going to say that when I go to someone's house. Be like, hey, guys, I was just looking for your waste disposal chamber. Do you know where I can... Rich people hide their trash cans in their kitchen. You have to, like, open drawers and cabinets to find it. They always hide it. I put mine out there, so I want people to see where I put my waste. This is where it goes, man.
I agree with you. Also, it prevents when you have company over, people just open up random drawers and being like, is your trash can here? Is your trash can here? Like, what if they accidentally open up my vagina gas mask drawer in the kitchen?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
You don't want that to happen, right?
You do not want that.
Inside, she finds the data disk.
Yay!
Hey, and a report casually mentioning the Gigantosaurus, a dino rumored to be so big and mean, it can eat a T-Rex.
Jesus.
And also so big and mean that they named it Gigantosaurus. So that's convenient. They only know about it because they keep finding dead T-Rexes with huge bites taken out of them. No soldiers have lived to tell about it. So that's a thing we have to worry about now.
I don't like it.
Also, this Gigantosaurus is kind of wasteful. Just one bite out of every T-Rex? There's got to be more than just one bite's worth of meat on those things.
Exactly. And wait until the Gigantosaurus meets the Hugeosaurus.
Oh, shit, dude.
It's going down, dude.
That's going to be awesome to watch. Yeah, we should worry about it, though, because the moment Regina steps outside, our scrappy one-eyed T-Rex buddy turns up to Regina like he's begging for treats, only to immediately get blindsided, literally, and body slammed into oblivion by the Gigantosaurus, who burst through the wall like a prehistoric Kool-Aid man. The same T-Rex we threw rockets and tank shells at just got insta-killed by a bigger, meaner dino. Okay. Our only hope of wiping out this even bigger T-Rex killing dinosaur, somehow finding an even bigger dinosaur that only eats mean dinosaurs and thinks humans are pretty cool.
Do you think Barney knows a guy?
I would like to see Barney get offended by the phone call and be like, why do I have to know a guy? Why can't it be me? I can help. I'm a helpful dinosaur. That's kind of my thing. Regina ducks into a nearby building, and Dylan conveniently shows up seconds later, apparently missing the part where the dino the size of a battleship body slammed a T-Rex right outside. She tells him she found the data disk. He tells her he pulled the ship around back, and it looks like it's time to make a clean getaway.
Just like we planned it.
But then the ceiling shakes. Dylan assumes it's their one-eyed T-Rex buddy, but Regina knows better. She just watched that guy get ragdolled. Before she can explain, a loud alarm blares.
Missile launch sequence activated. Evacuate immediately. 10 minutes to detonation.
Regina sees that the launch system has malfunctioned, and the only way to stop the launch is by manually deactivating the warhead. Where's the control panel? On the warhead.
Duh.
So Regina volunteers to do, that was very aggressive, duh. So Regina volunteers to do the hero thing of deactivating the missile while Dylan safely evacuates the area and probably also his bowels. He offers no objections to this plan and bolts for the exit.
Yeah, also weird that the missile launch site is here in the poison gas waste disposal area. I feel like they didn't lay out the facilities in a logical manner.
Nothing's ever easy. The warhead and its control panel are parked right in the center of a giant industrial puzzle box full of lifts, walkways, and switches. Regina has to navigate quickly under a ticking 10-minute death clock. Oh, and guess who else made it inside? The Gigantosaurus. Whoever designed this facility made the doors a little too big, apparently.
Yeah.
But luckily for Regina and missile silo architects everywhere, the room is also fitted with perfectly placed flamethrower nozzles that blast fire across the walkways. She uses them to roast the dino's face repeatedly until it finally takes the hint and drops. With the beast temporarily out of commission, Regina reaches the control panel and shuts down the warhead just before boom time. Another day, another near nuclear extinction event averted. Sorta.
Yay! Wait, sorta?
Yeah, sorta. As Regina's making her heroic exit, the Gigantosaurus wakes up, cranky with a burnt face. It trashes the silo while chasing her through a collapsing walkway until it finally manages to knock the actual missile over directly onto her.
That's not good.
Now, we get a slow-mo shot of the warhead falling as Regina scrambles. Then, boom. A massive explosion wipes out the entire facility. Screen goes dark.
Man, I'll always remember Regina for her bravery, her cunning, her aim, and sometimes, depending on the angle, the camera's not really great in this era, but her butt.
Then it fades back in. She's fine.
Well, I'll still always remember the butt, though.
She's just a little winded, slightly singed, and probably soaked in her own pee. An alarm starts blaring. Turns out the missile didn't explode. That was just everything around the missile exploding because a 2-story dinosaur knocked it over. The warhead's still armed, and the system politely recommends continuing to evacuate everything, including your bowels.
Well, that was strange, but we would like to politely remind you that the missile launch sequence is activated. Evacuate immediately, please. Less than 10 minutes to detonation. Have a nice day.
I don't like that the voice is telling me just a general time. Somewhere less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes, give or take.
Give or take 10 minutes, which I know is a huge margin of error considering the circumstances, but hey.
It's all margin of error.
Surrounded by fire, Regina bolts through the chaos, blasting a few more dinosaurs somehow still alive and lurking the halls. She bursts outside just in time to see Dylan and David chilling at the boat, waiting for her.
Hey, Dale, you remember that time we went fishing down near Boca Raton and you lost your swamp virginity to that meth head named, what was her name? Shit, it started with, oh, shit, hey, look, it's Regina.
No time for questions. They all hop in and speed off down the river, putting as much distance between themselves and impending nuclear disaster as possible. Soon, they reach a water gate.
Nixon and his cronies are here and they're snooping around.
Close. It's a giant door in the river blocking their escape. Regina spots a valve nearby and volunteers to open it, but David insists.
Hey, little lady, won't you let the men handle it?
Regina, shockingly, doesn't shove him into the river, and she lets him have this moment. David heads to the valve and starts a Crankin. The gate slowly rises.
Hey, look here. This is how you crank a valve, boys. Look up here. Crank, 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 crank.
He's miming masturbating.
Got it.
Okay.
He was doing an old sloppy crank, or whatever the thing was.
Cranking a sloppy. Yeah,
cranking a sloppy. Meanwhile, Dylan's supposed to be on lookout duty from a nearby tower, but he nearly misses the part where a raptor sneaks up to shred David like a cheese grater. He's not good at on the lookout duty. He snaps to just in time, opening fire, and the raptor floodgates open. Not the actual water gate, the metaphorical one in this case. Also, not the hotel that we alluded to earlier. Again, literal water gate. Dozens of raptors pour out and descend on David. Dylan somehow shoots directly at David's feet without hitting him, mowing down every single raptor.
Oh, sweet Jesus, Dylan, save me now. No, don't shoot me. What in the god-dang heck are you doing, man? The raptors, Dylan. Shoot the raptors. Shoot the god-fucking-dang raptors, man.
With the raptors dead and the gate creaking open, David throws his arms up and shouts,
"I rule!"
Regina, back at the dock, cringes hard enough to develop a migraine. And she's probably also disappointed that the whole toxic masculinity thing was reassured, because he did succeed, you know, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, a little bit.
But just as the fellas are making their victorious return to the boat, an Allosaurus crashes the party, stomping into their path with a roar. David, in a flash of sacrificial bravado, shoves Dylan into the river with a
"I'll save you, bro!"
and is immediately scooped up by the dinosaur. The Allosaurus chomps down, tosses him like a squeaky toy, and gulps him whole while Regina and Dylan look on.
Ouch! Dang! Ouch! Oh, shit! Ouch! God dang! Oh, ow! Ooh! Ooh! Ow! My leg! Dude, somebody do something! Ow! Ooh! Ouch! Ow! It hurts! It still hurts! Why am I still alive? Why?
Oh, the radio's just shut out again. That sucks. Dylan wakes up washed ashore downstream. He spots the Power Ranger girl from before, the hostage-turned-helper, who quietly says, "Home?" and points behind her. Confused, but trusting, Dylan follows as she leads him to a door and opens it, silently inviting him inside. Along the way, he protects her from the vicious attacks of raptors lurking nearby. Eventually, they reach a facility. This one looks different. Futuristic, almost. The girl runs ahead and away from him. He has to catch up. He comes across a file titled The Superintendent's Will. The will reveals a grim truth. Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist, and this facility was actually built to sustain dinosaurs, not people.
Ah, well, that explains the large doors, at least.
The superintendent is the last survivor and feels out of place in this doomed world. Children injured by dinosaurs are kept in life support chambers designed to heal and educate them, though, ironically, the knowledge they receive is focused on coexisting with dinosaurs. Tragically, these children will lose their ability to speak and instead inherit instincts to protect the dinosaurs.
Not the mama.
Gotta love you. Dylan also stumbles across a file that lays out something called Noah's Ark Plan. The Noah's Ark Plan originated in 2009 in Bolzania after a space-time crack during a transportation experiment skewed Earth's history post-Cretaceous period, thus threatening to wipe out humanity. The plan to fix this? temporarily relocate all Cretaceous-era life to a future world with a similar environment via a time gate, then return them once the crisis passes. This Noah's Ark plan was humanity's last hope for survival, officially approved by the WAPP Central Council.
Noah's Ark, famous for saving all the dinosaurs in the Bible. It's a good name for it.
Dylan then enters a large lab where he sees the girl at a control panel. He approaches her. She activates a large hologram in the middle of the room. The hologram greets him by name and reveals a shocking truth. It's the year 2055, and the Noah's Ark plan succeeded by transporting dinosaurs 3 million years into the future. However, a second accident made the time gate disappear, stranding the survivors, including the hologram, who is actually Dylan's future self.
What?
The hologram explains dinosaurs now dominate this world. His wife was killed, and his child, Paula, who is actually the girl present, was badly injured and placed in a life support chamber along with other children. Hologram Dylan urges our Dylan to take the children back to their original time using a nearly completed gate that's located just behind a door. The future Dylan asks our Dylan to say hello to Regina for him, and warns the gate can only be used once. The scene ends as Paula, Dylan's future Power Ranger daughter, opens the door.
Well, this got weird.
Finally, it's weird. In the next room, alarms blare. 5 minutes to detonation. Dylan's stunned. What? That whole thing only took 5 minutes so far?
Seriously, what the fuck?
Suddenly, a masked attacker appears, one of those pesky Power Rangers. Paula bolts as Dylan dodges incoming shots, then wrestles the evil Power Ranger to the floor. Just when it can't get worse, the terrifying Gigantosaurus crashes in, shaking the ground. Dylan barely scrambles away as the beast smashes the very bridge he needs to cross. The alarm warns.
Damage confirmed. Immediate shutdown initiated.
Time's running out. And so is Dylan. In this very room Dylan's trapped in, fortunately, an anti-satellite missile can be controlled. His only option is to place all his faith in the missile's pinpoint accuracy. Despite the missile's name, it's not for satellites. It's a deadly weapon in orbit that can target anything on Earth.
Oh, good. I was like, now's not the time to shoot down a satellite. It sounds fun. Save it for later.
With the Gigantosaurus snapping inches away, Dylan hits the fire button and darts around the catwalk, praying the missile won't take him out too. With less than 2 minutes before the self-destruct, a satellite in space unleashes a scorching death ray that blasts through the ceiling, vaporizes the dinosaur from the inside out, and leaves a giant fiery chasm in the floor.
And it's a pretty sweet chasm, too. When I saw it, I was like, God damn, this is a great chasm.
Good chasm work.
This is so good.
The timer to self-destruction keeps ticking. Dylan runs. He finds Paula and Regina at the time gate, but the facility is starting to crumble. A giant piece of equipment topples over onto Paula's legs, trapping her to the floor.
And don't worry, I've seen Gail escape from worse trapped to the floor scenarios. She's probably fine.
Desperation fills the air. Paula whispers, "Papa," and Dylan's heart breaks. Aww. Regina urges Dylan to escape through the now open gate, but he refuses to leave his brand new daughter behind. With no time left, Dylan, come on, they have no history together. Of course he's going to stay.
Yeah.
With no time left, Dylan insists Regina go alone. She clutches the third energy data disk and promises to study the contents and return once she's built a perfect gate. As the final 10-second alarm blares, Regina darts through the gate, tossing a cheeky, "You still owe me one," before leaving. Just then, another computer crashes down. Paula screams, "Papa!" Papa! But time freezes. The camera pulls out to reveal the facility exploding in a fiery blast. Here, you can listen to that all by yourself.
Regina, the gate is open. I know you don't want to, but you have to go back by yourself. I won't leave Paula.
Are you crazy?
Just go, please. You have the third energy data, right? When you get back to our original time, use the data to learn about third energy. Then build a perfect gate and come pick us up for the last time.
Dylan. I will. I promise.
Final warning. 10 seconds to detonation.
Don't forget, you still owe me one.
Well then, you better get back quick.
And that concludes Dino Crisis 2.
Man, this one had it all, dude. Orphaned Power Rangers, a Gigantosaurus, a helicopter, and of course David, who I miss already.
Yeah.
Good.
He
good
might have to
lad.
come back maybe in episode 3 as some like
A ghost.
ghost guy. Give me a David ghost voice. Combine those two for me.
Hey, bud! I don't know. That was stupid. I'm a spooky redneck now.
Woo-wee. I love it. I love it.
He doesn't shout boo. He just goes.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
You know he's coming because you just hear like cans of Bud Light opening in the distance. Oh my God, that must be a ghost.
Instead of rattling chains, it's like traipsing through a pile of empty cans. Like, all right, I think he has to return. Maybe, I don't know. Well, it depends on if we remember to bring him back by the time we record the next episode.
That is true. But yeah, this one, as a game itself, it's more arcadey. It's very different than the first one. The first one's much more Resident Evil, slow and spooky, and this is much more of an action game. Obviously, a little bit more in the ilk of like a Halo or a Gears. So you get a different like vibe, different character energy. So it contrasts well with the first one. The third one, be warned, bad all the way around. I don't even know if we can make the episode fun because it's such a bad game. So it'll be, stay tuned. We'll see how it goes.
Look forward to that ringing endorsement.
Yeah. We're going to try our best. I mean, we're even talking about bringing ghosts into it. So we'll see how it works.
Ghosts make everything better. It's true. That's what the ghosts tell me.
That's why we're releasing this in October. Yeah, because
that's a good point.
Nothing spookier than a redneck ghost, I think.
That's the reason why we wait until October to record more episodes. You're right. Definitely.
I think if I channeled what I think my dad would be like as a ghost, I might be able to pull off Ghost David. I'm going to have to work on it, though. This is going to be hours in front of the mirror channeling my Ghost David. And we could also bring back Ghost Gale.
Oh, yeah. You know what? There's actually probably a lot of ghosts that you could bring back because most of the characters die in these episodes.
Ghost Pirate T-Rex.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You could have just a ghost helicopter and its blades are just like...
I love it.
All right.
Well, that concludes this one. So thanks, everyone. If you listen this far, congratulations. You're kind of committed. You'll have to listen to the third one when it comes out. And that concludes yet another Tales episode.
Yeah, if you've listened this far, you must like it, right? So please subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. And if you'd be so kind, give us a rate and a review wherever you are listening. It really does help. And if you want to reach out, you can. You can find us over at Blue Sky. I'm at Caleb J. Ross. And that guy over there, he's at Trav Plays Games.
Yeah, and if you got any, corrections, complaints, an especially spicy take, your own Ghost David impression, go ahead and send that. Send all your emails, your thoughts, your ideas to polygopodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out everything else over to Polymedia Network at polymedianetwork.com. We have a Patreon if you want to, access these episodes a week early. I know they're a year apart, but if you want to get them like a week early, hey, that's a good way to do it. You can also join our Discord. We're fun in there. Big thanks to Brad Sucks for our intro and outro theme, and of course, thank you for listening. And with that, the tale has been told.